Hi there everyone, it's Musical Aviator here. We're at the Virgin Australia terminal at Sydney Airport. Bunch of aircraft out there, lots and lots. There's another Virgin taxiing out, got someone halfway up taxiway Charlie, another one on Alpha. I think there's someone coming in for runway 34 left, and a couple of other aircraft on the other side of the terminal there. That's a Compass by the looks of it, Compass Virtual, and a Jetstar A320. There may even be some Qantas, may even be some Qantas aircraft over that side. Anyway, predictably it's Monday, so the usual. Just going to start up my weather program and we'll get IRS starting. I think the passengers are boarding. And let's get ready for another milk run. Okay, just going to enter the GPS position in there. We're at Sydney, YSSY. That's arresting doors. We're out from Sydney to Melbourne. What did I do there? YMMY. Call sign tonight, velocity 894. Okay, we're tracking direct to Sydney, SY. And from there we're going to 865 airway. Joining onto the Q29. All the way down to Melbourne via Razzie. It's executed. Okay, so your fuel weight is 59.6. Let's double check what we're doing with the reserves. Alternate is Avalon as usual. 620 kilograms with a fixed reserve of 1,127. 1.7. And we expect to arrive with 2.5 or 2.6. Cost in extra day 30. Flight level 380. It's executed. I do believe we're runway 34 right, which will be the long one. Anyway, checking up the ATIS, we have 12625.
Visual approach, runway 34 left and right for arrivals and departures. Wind is 350 at 8 knots. Cab okay. Temperature 22. QNH 1023. On initial contact, advise receipt information Delta. Sydney Terminal information Delta. Visual approach, runway 34 left and right for arrivals and departures. Wind is 350 at 8 knots. Cab okay. Temperature 22. QNH 1023. On initial contact, advise receipt information Delta. Sydney Terminal information Delta. Expect visual approach, runway 34 left and right for arrivals and departures. Wind is 350 at 8 knots. Cab okay. Temperature 22. QNH 1023. On initial contact, advise receipt information Delta. Sydney Terminal information Delta. Expect visual approach, runway 34 left and right for arrivals and departures. Wind is 350 at 8 knots. Cab okay. Temperature 22. QNH 1023. On initial contact, advise receipt information Delta. Sydney Terminal information Delta.
Okay, we have Delta. It's QNH 1023. I've set already. Runway 34 left and right. Temperature's 22. That shows 21, close enough. Going up there. Cool, alignment process is fine. And seatbelt signs are on. Refueling is complete. Just going through a few items here. Oxygen has been tested. Instrument transfer switches. Sources are all auto. The window heats off for the moment. We'll leave that for the taxi. Flight instruments and parking brake set. Engine start levers are cut off.
Number 2. I think another aircraft had crashes over.
Okay, whiskey off. The aircraft's been dealt with. Your clearance is ready.
Go ahead, Echo Whiskey on.
Okay, whiskey Golf. You're cleared to Melbourne via Cordo, planned route. Runway 34 left. Click 3 departure, Cordo transition. Initial climb 3000, hold 4467, and departure to Sydney approach 124.4.
Clear to Melbourne via Cordo, planned route initial 3000, runway 34 left, clear 3 departure, Cordo transition, squawk 4467 departures with approach 124.4. For Echo Whiskey Golf, we're at the General Aviation, ready to start.
894 is our call sign.
Echo Whiskey Golf. British call for taxi.
And that's set.
Approved call for taxi, Echo Whiskey Golf.
We're good there.
Velocity 888, come at town now 120.5, okay?
120.2 left.
I'll grab the ADIS. So again, the clearance. Sydney ground, velocity 894, requesting clearance to Melbourne.
Velocity 894, good evening. You are cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong, planned route. Initial climb 5000, runway 34 right. Marriott 4 departure, Wollongong transition. Squawk 4465, and departure to Sydney approach 124.4.
And velocity 894 is cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong. Initial climb 5000, runway 34 right, the Marriott 4 departure. Wollongong transition, stalk code 4465, and departure is 124.4, velocity 894.
Velocity 894.
Stalk code set 4465.
Sydney ground, Echo Whiskey Golf, ready to taxi, runway 34 left, request a Lima intersection for
It'll
level.
be a 29 degree D rate.
Okay,
97.6. Takeoff flat 5. Center gravity trim is 21.4 Mach. Trim is for 5.22.
For a Lima intersection
Pretty much there.
runway 34 left.
Golf Charlie, cross runway 25.
Departure, runway 34 right. Marriott 4 departure, Wollongong transition. Just moving to clear the disco.
572, requesting taxi.
And let's just check through the departure.
Taxi via Charlie.
Our departure will be jet departure. Marub.
Charlie Golf, holding short
One up a
1
number.
flight, and 562.
Also grab the aerodrome chart and the apron. Okay, let's step through the departure. It'll be runway 34 right, which is a heading of 335. Climb 5000. Okay, after departure, actually we'll go through the runway itself. Runway itself is 2,438 metres long. We'll be using all of it with the RTO set. Safety speed 100 knots. That's on the white dot. And the V1. Chuck those in now. V1 136. Rotating at 138 and climb away speed 147. Now what's weather doing? Cav okay. So obviously we're making a right hand turn off runway 34 right, whether it's engine failure or if we're going as normal. If we do have an engine failure after V1, we'll be taking it into the air and making a right hand circuit. We're okay for a visual. I'm flying. Before 100 knots we can stop for any ECAS actions. After 100 knots it's for engine failures, fires or hydraulics. Be using flap 5 for departure. Okay, after departure, if everything goes normal, we'll be on LNAV and VNAV, making a fairly sharp left-hand turn at, I do believe it has a speed restriction. Now if you believe it, oh there we go, just came up. So at 500 feet we make the turn, there's a speed restriction to climb at must be about 180 knots, it's not there at the moment, just checking through this. There we go, max IS and turn is 180 knots.
Ground entered.
Minimum angle of bank is 25, so it's a fairly sharp turn. After that we intercept outbound radial 075 for Sydney, direct to Maroub. And from Maroub we turn 144 degrees, climb into 10,000 feet, and possibly then direct to Wollongong. Okay, doors closed. Cameras ready.
Echo Whiskey Golf, where it's approaching nearly miles in point on the left.
And we had information Delta.
Echo Whiskey Golf, coming down now 120.5, g'day.
We are on gate number 36.
It's at 522, clear across
No,
runway
34.
Quick cross 34 left and at 522.
It is at 522 on cross runway 34 left. Taxi for Golf Alpha, cross runway 05, direction 0725. And keep going Alpha to the Alpha 6, holding point runway 34 left.
Golf, then Alpha, cross runway 25 to the Alpha 6, holding point runway 34 left and 532.
Velocity 806, my apologies, return at 120.5, g'day.
City ground velocity 894, gate 34, ready for push with Delta.
Velocity 894, push and start is approved, tail to the right.
Push start approved, tail to the right, velocity 894. Okay, we're on the push, let's go, isolation valves off, pumps are on. Rest of that's okay, your damper is now on. And I'll chuck these on too. Engine number 2, ground start. N2 rising. Engine number 2, idle thrust. EG2 rising. Starter cut out. EGT stable. Engine number 1, ground start. N2 rising. N2 through 20%, engine number 1 to idle. EGT rising. Time is on the hour, we are on time. Starter cut out.
Insets 522, correct. Down there 120, good day.
Parking brake set.
Altitude Tower 120.5, thanks for ATC.
EGT stable.
Have a good night.
Overhead actions. Righty. Full start and full takeoff checks. Recall is checked, no items. Go flaps 5 please. Flight controls. Flight controls checked. And clear. Okay, for that, we'll check you off to the right, thanks. Okay, flaps are set 5, green light. Stab trim has been set 5.2. Takeoff briefing complete. And just waiting on cabin. Cabin is secure. We're ready for taxi. Flight director on. And we'll arm LNAV now. We're on domestic 3. Steering ground, velocity 894 at domestic 3, ready for taxi.
Velocity 894, taxi out of domestic 3. Then altitude Golf, Charlie, approximately 0527, or correction 0725. And then continue on Charlie, Bravo 10, Tango 6.
Give that cleared out of domestic 3, Golf, Charlie, cross runway 25, Bravo 10, Tango 6 holding points. Velocity 894. Okay, we're cleared out. Let's go clock on. FO's clock on. There we go. And we're moving. Taxi lights on. Move over a touch, there we go. Just going to move out slightly away from that tail. His nose in. Should be okay. Golf. Charlie coming up. Crossing through 25. Okay, just truck along to the north here, south really, and taking the first to the left. It's about 2 intersections away. Relatively quiet ground frequency at the moment. This has been the last one out. Time is 8:07. Six. This is one of the longest taxiways to taxi, or runways to taxi to. At least we didn't come from the Qantas terminal at gate 1, because that's the longest possible distance. Or even worse, one of the Qantas like new gates. Yeah, we can probably cross over the grounds to tower soon. Put on the way up there. Sierra, and there's Tango.
Station calling. Repeat call sign again, please. Velocity 882. Yeah, yes, you can get your ground off me. Any credits available and ready. Velocity 882. You're cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong, planned routes. Initial climb 5,000, runway 34 right, mirror before departure, Wollongong transition, for 4473, and departures with Sydney approach, 124 decimal.
Yeah, that's
105 to the tower.
Hello.
Getting there. Cabin crew, seats for departure. And for takeoff checks below the line, start switches, continuous, MCP set for departure, transponder, here's TARA, and we'll do the lights when we get clearance. Sydney Tower, velocity 894, runway 34 right, ready.
Velocity 894, clear. You are clear for takeoff runway 34 right. Contact departure 124.4 when airborne.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff, and departure is airborne, velocity 894. And lights on, landing lights on, strobes on, taxi light comes off, and clear for takeoff, runway 34 right, approach path looks clear. Before takeoff check is complete, let's go 50% on thrust, stable, tow up, takeoff thrust set, just the door latch. Hundred knots.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Positive rate. Gear up. $500. Switching to approach. City departures, velocity 894, climbing 5,000 out of 1,500. Takeoff thrust set.
Secondary inclination approach side, flight level 280, no speed.
Flight level 280, no speed, velocity 894.
Roger that, and full one ready, really clear, direct to Wollongong.
Direct to Wollongong, velocity 894, thank you. Gear. Flaps 1.
Executive 361 with you, flight level 173.
Flaps up.
Runway 34 left, expect
Let's go direct log on.
Speed visual approach for runway 34 left, executed 361.
Takeoff checks. Air conditioning and pressurization set auto and tracking with about 2 PSI. Start switches are off. Landing gear up and off. Water is off. Flaps are up, no lights, and it's holding on altimeters. Trim in there. Nice, easy, quiet night. Very still. No clouds around. Not much traffic ahead of us apparently. Tractor heading across. Barrow set standard. Cross check. And on standby. Out of 11,000 on the mark.
Executive 361, I didn't hear that clearly. Repeat.
It's going to ding the cabin.
Executive 361.
Eugene 6000, executive 361.
Mark Alpha November D.
It's good, Mark Alpha.
Yeah, it's going to practice establishing myself onto the speed, and then we'll take autopilot probably at maybe a little after log on.
Turn right heading 080, executive 361.
Good excuse to do it because we got a direct, so we're not actually on a RNAV star or SID. Can be a little bit off to the side if we need to be, want to be.
descend 3,030 miles, run executive 361.
Who here would normally be on autopilot by now, huh? Me? Yeah. So as the situation allows, so pretty much at the moment we're on a direct track, which as I mentioned before means that we're not really committed to a airway or RNAV or RNP. Just making our own way over to Wollongong. After that we turn right to rejoin the airway. And that's about when I'll put the autopilot back on, but I do want to establish myself in the turn before I actually, maybe even off the turn, through the turn, practice the actual turn. One, 2, 5, this was 0 for Bossy 895.
Executive 361, head to runway inside.
1250 set.
060.
Insets 522, climb flight level 340. Quick times, flight level 340, insets 522.
Melbourne Center, Bossy 894, climbing flight level 280 and flight level 247.
Bossy 894, good day, Melbourne Center, climb flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, Bossy 894. 380 set. Just going to turn up ATC a touch. And autopilot command left. Curve done the after takeoff and climb checks. Let's go off the seatbelt signs.
Insets 522 and velocity 866 in turn. Contact Melbourne Centre on 125.2. Expect start clearance today.
Let's check in the wind prediction.
125.2, good night, and set 522.
First one is at Tanta. So, right data. At Tanta we are at, let's see, flight level 380. 276.
Station calling, stand by, rate velocity 866. Reckon 886 is probably last.
And 86 knots.
Velocity 886. Melbourne Centre, contact Melbourne Centre on 125.
And run me 278 degrees. And 81 knots.
Velocity 886 Melbourne Centre. Qantas 479, contact Sydney approach 124.4, good day. Sydney approach 124.4, Qantas 479, PMDG 737NGX.
Looks like descent starts just around Nebba. And might even put in the forecasts here. I have a descent forecast with flight level 350, 280 and 4140. So 250, so again 350. 280 and a 140. Those are top one 282 at 73. Next one down is 210, 280, 283 at 60. Oops, 60.
Velocity 886 Melbourne Centre.
And level 140, 25 at 39. That's set. Progress 2.6, pretty much as expected. Meta shows it'll be a runway 34 arrival. Cabo K 12 knots, 17 degrees. As of from here. From 1000 Zulu, which is now. Moderate turbulence below 5000 until 12:30, which will be when we're arriving, or after we're arriving. So we'll expect that turbulence below 5000. Touch of turbulence at the moment even. Not really turbulence, it's just a bit of chop. Oh no, it's turbulence now. Let's check that in. Seatbelt signs on.
Velocity 888, contact Melbourne Centre on 125.2.
Yeah, look at it wobble around a bit there. Left and right.
25.2, velocity good right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain from the flight deck. My name is Trent Hopkinson, and joining me on the flight deck is YouTube. We're currently on climb through about 34,000 feet, which is to say 10 kilometres. We've just hit a bit of chop and turbulence, so turn on the seatbelt signs and ask that you return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is firmly secured. Do hope to penetrate through this turbulence. We'll be climbing a little bit further.
883 Melbourne Centre on cruise.
Once again, thanks for flying with Virgin Australia on your flights 894 to Melbourne. Give you a little bit of an update as we approach our destination. But until then, just as I get out of this turbulence, I do ask that you remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened. Thank you from the flight deck.
Okay, Whiskey Golf, contact Melbourne Centre on 125.
100 knot headwind, look at that. Where did that come from? More to the point, when it'll go away.
Oh, is that last for Echo Whiskey Golf?
Echo Whiskey Golf, over. Take Melbourne Center 125, Dash 2, 6 star clearance.
5 decimal to space star.
That's on the go. Speed Vino Puff. Yeah. I might consider going back down again if I got this headwind. 120 knots and turbulent. Let's see, 24065. Yeah, it might be worth going down. 65 knots down there apparently at 340. Melbourne Centre velocity 849 request.
Velocity 894, go ahead.
Yeah, velocity 894, just running into a bit of turbulence up here. Request lower level, flight level 340.
Velocity 894, descend, flight level 340.
Flight level 340, velocity 894, thank you. New cruise altitude 340, go. Back off on that power. Let's go level change.
On a stage 29, connect Sydney approach on 124, dash 4 today.
Approach 124, dash 4.
According to PFPX, we should have about 76 to 65. Headwind down at level 340. That might actually be better for us. 2.5, it's still okay on the fuel, probably because of the amount of headwind expected. Probably, yeah, might as well chuck in the cruise winds again, route data. So Tanta, Rummy and Nava today. Tanta is 274 at 65. Rummy is 277 at 66. And Neba 279 at 68. Got 84 at the moment. Seems about right between Razzie and Tanta. That should back off a little bit over the next couple of minutes. Turbulence is still in there. Which is a pity because I wouldn't have minded getting up. I think I'm just going to be in it all day. It's a bit annoying. Getting out the SIGWEX, see what I'm missing. Current time is 10. Yep, cut turbulence. Probably almost all the way to top percent. If not the entire way. Yeah, we've got 150 knots up at flight level 390. Still bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Turbulence just got worse. Let's get through this crap. 280 as possible. It's going to reduce the speed 0.75 forward actually. Might head down another section. What do you reckon? 300?
Melbourne Centre.
What's happening down there?
28 with you. Line up flight level 250.
Victor Mike Golf 28, G'day Melbourne Centre, star clearance Odell 3 arrival, runway 34 left, maintain flight level 250.
Maintain 250, star clearance, Odell 5 approach, Victor Mike Golf 28.
Victor Mike Golf 28, Shutdown, star clearance is Odell 3 arrival, runway 34 left.
Odell 3 arrival, 34 left, Victor Mike Golf 28.
Victor Mike Golf 28, apologies, it was storing your remarks, you've got no stars, still accept the Odell 3 or per vectors?
I've got Odell 3 in flight plan, so I will go with that, Victor Mike Golf 28.
Victor Mike Golf 28, Roger, just advise you require vectors.
We'll close Victor Mike Golf 28.
Velocity 894, connect Melbourne Centre 125.812, expect star clearance 3.
Over to Melbourne 125.2, velocity 894. Melbourne Centre, velocity 894, flight level 340, still in the job, if we can request flight level 320.
Velocity 894 going to Melbourne Centre, descending flight level 320.
Yeah, flight level 320, velocity 894. 320 set, flight level change.
Just on a 4 and 9 approaching double 10.
This is 419, descending to flight level 250. This is flight level 250,
Cruise level 320.
Melbourne Centre, 432, if possible, we get the make up for Yankee Sierra.
Headwinds coming off as we descend.
Yankee
71.
70.
70.
Over and the other Melbourne Centre will take care of that.
69. 8.
Understood, 432, contact Melbourne Centre 125.
1,000 to go.
This is Melbourne Centre 125, this is 0, 432, have a nice day. What's the situation for you? Velocity AAA, thanks. Report your cruise mark position.
Max speed 0.82, velocity AAA.
Back in the VNAV.
Velocity AAA, frequency, reduce speed to Mark Decimal 75.
Mark decimal 79, velocity AAA.
7, right?
That's nice decimal 75.
Mark decimal 75. No, we're sending the lost the 5 and we're calling you back in the cockpit.
Velocity 587 points. Velocity 894 is the first one.
What's that? 94, ready, copy.
Velocity 894 is the first one. This is 7 Victor arrival, runway 34, maintain flight level 320.
Total is 7 Victor arrival, runway 34 and maintain flight level 370, velocity 894. Guess we'll stick it out at this level.
Velocity 886, within C5 level 25.
Thomas O'Neill. Alright, let's end of the day. Arrival Melbourne. Yeah, it's runway 34. Lizzie 7 Victor. And we'll do the usual 3-mile extension. Execute. Let's grab any legs that are missing. There we go. Lizzie closes with Lizzie. Mate Igpon, Monty, Igeka, Sheed, and then the visual. Let's bring up that chart. And Z7 Victor. Aerodrome chart and apron chart for Melbourne. Okay, we're heading towards Tanta. I think that turbulence seems to be calming down a touch. Let's leave it for a couple of minutes more. Okay, stepping through from Tanta, Rami, Naba, Descent, Bulla, Terex, Lizzie. From here we go through to Mate. And we cross Mate at all below 9,000. And it's also speed that's only relevant for runway 27. From Mate it's Igapon. There's a requirement there to cross 230 knots. Monty, which is roughly on the ILS runway 26 at Essendon. Egeka. Sheed, which we need about 2,500 and fully configured for. Let's get rid of Victor there. Vector, yeah, that's a zone. And there we go, nice little circuit straight into runway 34 visual. Obviously there's no nav aids apart from maybe the VOR itself.
Envoy 86.
I told you actually find it's better not to have, so I'll just leave it untuned.
Okay. Envoy 86 taken.
Okay, the actual runway is the 3,657 metre long runway, although I do want to come off about halfway. I'm using auto brake 2. How much wind do we have down there?
Envoy 86 maintain that follow.
Melbourne 132.7. Let's use the other radio. That's set. Let's listen.
Visual approach, runway 34 for arrival departure. Wind is 3012, cab OK, temperature 17.
465.
Melbourne approach on 133. Visual approach, runway 34 for arrival departure. Wind is 3012, cab OK, temperature 17, QNH 1019. Melbourne terminal information. Visual approach runway 34 for runway. Wind is 30, 12, cab okay, temperature 1010. Melbourne terminal information. Visual approach runway 34 for runway.
Okay, flight 35.
532 days will go Takeoff 535 tonight.
Information was Quebec.
Good night. Got a 419, attention on now.
Runway 34. QNH 1019.
9,000 Velocity 886, 10 to 9,000, QNH 1019.
Set that up, it's the barrow. 1019. And that's preset to both sides. There isn't actually a minimums because it's a visual approach, but we'll use 500 feet. The actual airfield elevation about 430. 930 on the barrow.
Perfect, thanks. Still in the
Velocity 587, contact Melbourne Center on 125.0, 65 Melbourne Center on 125.0, 13587, thanks to your 046.
You're at 932, we'll leave it at that. So Vero set for established stable at 500 feet above the airfield altitude. See what we're doing with the wind. 360 at 12, there's no massive gust, although there is turbulence. No surprises there, we're in turbulence right now. It's actually gotten a bit better, so I'm going to turn off the seatbelt signs again. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, Captain speaking again. I've turned off the seatbelt signs at this time. There is still a little bit of chop around, so please be careful if you are intending to move around the cabin. If you are staying seated, please ensure that you keep your seatbelt signs just in case that the ride gets any more bumpy than it already is, and in any case of unexpected turbulence. Once again from the flight deck, since flying with Virgin Australia from Sydney to Melbourne tonight on flight 894. And cabin crew can regain the service.
Center answer 532, replace that.
Answer 522,
we are at our top of descent. Answer 522.
2.4.
Answer 522, descent to 9,000.
1.7 was our diversion fuel.
90,000, QNH 1019 and 522.
And velocity 888. When ready, descend to 9,000, QNH 1019. And reduce speed for the vacuum mask maximum 72.
Right, about 70 miles top of descent, we'll talk through the approach.
When ready, descend to 9,000.
We're on the Lizzie visual arrival, tracking through VNAV all the way down to Sheed. We have a couple of restrictions, 9,000 on blow at mate, 230 at Igpon, keep the speed up until just before Sheed, at which point we'll have deployed all the flaps.
419, contact Melbourne approach on 1.
At Sheed we should be with tower ready, 120.5.
Oh, Melbourne approach 132.0 on the 409. Geez, thanks very much for the ATC.
Yes.
After Sheed it'll be a visual approach, hand flown to the right hand side. We do have the magenta line showing up, correct course, and we just need to stick to that, and visually flying the PAPI all the way down. Yeah, we've got auto brake 2. There's a little bit of turbulence. About no major gusts at the moment reported. Speed flat 40 will be 138. Let's just double check that. It's probably going to reduce.
Melbourne 10, Sergeant, Star 443, approaching flight level 290.
To about 162 directly. Oh, about 137. Yeah, that's 142 with the +5. Might just add a little bit more than that, 145 the touchdown. Steady breeze, but a little bit of turbulence around.
522.
Nice to see that very nice and smooth now.
215.
Left heading 215 and 522.
Okay, talking the runway, it's 3,650 metres long. We'll take it Foxtrot, high speed. And after we come off the runway, we turn right onto Alpha.
Speed restriction, maintaining high speed on the
Turning down Alpha, we'll probably come up on either Golf or Uniform, onto Pier Echo. Gate 5, I believe, is the assignment, but we'll just double check that when we get in. Bit of traffic around tonight. We do have 3 aircraft in front of us going to the same destination. More than 3. 6 aircraft ahead of us. And Velocity 888 and Echo Whiskey Golf are the ones in front of us. Echo Whiskey Golf's a Beechcraft, so it won't be in front of us for long.
Velocity 751. Contact Melbourne Central 125.0.
Yeah, there's a big gap in front of us, so we should be alright. Velocity 888 is the one that's probably the nearest thing that's going to slow us down.
We're overhead Albury now, tracking outbound 055 and climbing through 6,000, estimating error time.
And pressurisation, land altitude 450.
Doubling over.
And I believe it's KVK, so any ice not required.
Control airspace on climb to flight level 330.
Approach briefing and fuel has been done. Fuel is 2.4 and diversion is 1.7. IAS has been set. We have the bug set to 137 and approach speed will be 145 with the turbulence. Altitude bug set 932, which will be 500 feet above field altitude. That gives us the stable hull. Right, I'll call that briefing complete. And descent checklist complete. Just waiting on the actual clearance.
Velocity 886, contact Melbourne approach on 132.0. I've got a 640 there in Melbourne Centre. Climb spot level 330.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, Captain speaking again. We're about 20 minutes from landing. About 5 miles, 5 minutes out from descending. Just getting on to tell you about our arrival into Melbourne, which we expect to be on time, maybe a tiny bit behind schedule depending with the wind. We did experience a little bit of turbulence earlier on that was associated with a roughly 100 knots headwind. We've descended a little bit down to 32,000 feet for the rest of the cruise. It's about 9.7 kilometres high. And currently travelling at 411 knots, or 76% the speed of sound. Weather in Melbourne at the moment, there's a bit of wind around, mostly from the north. The temperature currently is 17 degrees. Skies are clear. The forecast for tomorrow has a little bit of showers in the morning and apparently possible rain through parts of the early morning. That should be clearing up though. And we have a top temperature of 21 degrees on Tuesday. Once again, thanks for flying with Virgin Australia on flight 894, service to Melbourne. Shortly we'll be beginning descent and turning on seatbelt signs. At that time, I'll ask you to return to your seats and ensure your seatbelt is fastened, and to follow any directions from the cabin crew. Once again, thanks for having you on board, and see you in the skies the next time you decide to fly. Just reviewing, we had information Quebec, runway 34, wind 360 at 12, turbulence in the area below 5,000, QNH 1019. Just going to take a sneak peek at what's happening on descent. 273.76, I don't see any reason to change that. Nice and rock steady down here at flight level 320. No more bouncing around.
Your start is delivery 7 Victor arrival, runway 34, maintain flight level 320.
And a 52 knot headwind instead of 100 and watt. Yeah, apparently it's an 83 knot headwind. Okay, looking for descent. Melbourne Centre, Rossi 894, requesting descent.
Rossi 894, send to 9,000, QNH 1019.
Down to 9,000, QNH 1019. Rossi 894. 9,000 is set. Descent checks complete. Briefing is complete.
Melbourne Centre, just 572 with you, passing through flight level 200 for flight level 240.
Just 572 using Melbourne Centre, flight level 330.
On flight level 330, just 572.
And round of level 320.
Station calling at Melbourne Centre, say again.
I'll just chime the cabin here.
Quarter 640, was that the request for flight level 360? No, quarter 640, thanks. That's it, 526, contact Melbourne approach on 132,
Which is your approach 132.0, good night, and that's 522.
Good evening,
Desmond 4 with you, climbing through flight level 170.
Desmond 4, good evening, Melbourne Centre, climb flight level 35.
Climb flight level 350, Desmond 4.
Good evening, Qantas 194 is with you out of flight level 130 to 240.
Station calling Melbourne Center, say again, possible.
Center, this is Qantas 94, flight level 135, flight level 240.
Qantas 94, I assume you're out of Sydney, I think you should be on 125.0. Negative, I say 490.
494, mate. Yep, 494 out of Melbourne.
494. Qantas 494, thanks. Climb to flight level 370.
Flight level 370, Qantas 494.
Qantas 494 sounds like one Terry Scanlon, founding member of SAPCO, SAPPAC, and that's it.
Sydney AAA contact Northern approach on 132.0.
132.0, the optimal AAA.
Going to just take a sneak peek at ATIS again, make sure it hasn't changed.
Departures, wind is 3012, cap OK, temperature 17, QNH 1011. Melbourne terminal information, Pushback. Expect visual approach, runway 34 for arrival departures, wind is 3012.
Yeah, cool. A little bit coffee tonight, bit of a hoarse voice, probably something to do with doing a 6-hour live stream yesterday till 12:30 AM in the middle of the night. So as soon as we land here, I'm off to bed. It's 20,000 feet, roughly. Seatbelt signs on.
Catalina Lima, contact Melbourne Central 125.0.
Melbourne Central 125.0, thanks. Good day.
I actually take it off temporarily because we did delay the service. Put it back on at 15. Little on-off thing, it'll just maybe speed them up a touch. I think there's so much to do at the moment. Let's go and take a peek.
And next fueling 46 Delta, which tank
speaker
190.
Link for 56 Delta, good evening.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, New Zealand 64 with you, flight level 190 for 240.
New Zealand 64, good evening, Melbourne Centre. Climb to flight level 330.
Flight level 330, New Zealand 64.
in there. There's 18, seatbelt signs coming on. Cabin crew, prepare aircraft for arrival. Busy sometimes and not busy.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, compass 903, maintaining protocol 300. Compass 903, good evening, Melbourne Centre. Compass 903, we can expect runway 34 for your arrival. We have a preference for the approach time. Compass 903, stand by. Compass 903, it'll need to be the VOR runway 34 with vectors to final. Compass 903, it's runway 34 and you can expect the VOR. Right, thanks.
Tune in Melbourne approach, should be fairly soon. And I'll also tune in Tower 1205 on the standby.
Qantas 640, contact Melbourne Centre 125.0.
QNH 1019er. Approach checks. Altitudes and instruments set cross checked. Approach aids are set, none of them. Stand by
Qantas 640, Melbourne Centre.
Not quite. Approach check complete.
Qantas 640, contact Melbourne Centre 125.0.
Melbourne Centre velocity 894, approaching at 90,000.
Velocity 894, contact Melbourne approach on 132.0.
Approach 132.0, velocity 894. Melbourne approach, velocity 894 is through 10,000, descending to 9,000, we have Quebec.
Velocity 894, Melbourne approach, descends to 5,000, runway 34.
Down to 5,000, runway 34, velocity 894. 5,000, set.
Velocity 888, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Takeoffs.
180 knots, velocity, simulation.
Velocity 888, same visual with runway 34.
All lights on.
Velocity 888, so trackers required to join final, cleared visual approach, runway 34.
Great, visual runway 34.
Still can't see all that much out there.
Velocity 888, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5, good day.
120.5, that's the max, yeah, what's the way?
And on blue ground 121.7. Preset that in the second radio, and we'll just swap over.
Velocity 894, descend 4,000.
Down to 4,000, what's the 894? 4,000 set. Aircraft in sight, city in sight, airport in sight. And velocity 894, visual.
Velocity 894, increase 2,500, reduce to 180 knots.
180 knots and 2,500 feet, velocity 894. 180 knots, speed in the beam. Now I'll need to do it through the flaps, so flaps 1. Flaps 1 green. Flap 1 speed 188. Has a turn for Monty. Holding flaps 1 speed check 200 knots. Flaps 5. Speed 180 set. Thousand broad profile, level change set. Essendon in sight with an aircraft on, looks to be final.
Velocity 894 from She, clears visual approach, runway 34.
The visual approach runway 34 from She, the velocity 894. Gear down. Speed brake armed. That 5 speed, it's 168. Missed profile, heading 340, 2,500. Missed is set. Now the mark of Essendon, 1,000 to go. Flap 15. 15 speed, white dot. Flap 25. 25 speed, 150. Check.
Velocity 894, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5, see ya.
Hotel 120.5, lost 894. Flaps 40.
Velocity to right clear from a 34.
Velocity, Triple H, contact ground 121.7.
121.7.
Speed 145. Micro.
6960, clear for takeoff, runway 34, contact departure when airborne 132.0.
Departures when airborne and clear takeoff, velocity correction, departure 6. See you later.
What happened to me clock you took me today?
Today's velocity stipulations on Foxtrot.
Yeah, both displays contact ground 121.7.
Apologies, 121.7, velocity display.
Hotel, velocity 849, runway 34. My throttles.
Aircraft calling best velocity 894.
Velocity 894, AFM.
Roger, continue your
No, just 504 ready on Julie. 976.
SID STAR 504, you remember?
Velocity 894, just confirming.
1000.
To 894, you are clear to land, runway 34.
34 clear to land, velocity 894.
Quantum 228, behind landing 737, line of 5.
Minimums.
Landing.
Behind the landing,
Stable.
737, line up behind.
500.
Knots. 60 knots, manual braking. Taxi lights are on. Turn off right is on. Landing lights off. Two of them on. Strobe steady. Maybe coming on. Flight director coming off. Velocity 894, vacated 34.
Velocity 894, contact ground 121.7, break quantum 228, you were clear for takeoff runway 34, contact departure when airborne 132.0.
Clear for takeoff, runway 34, and departure stable 132.0. Good night, thanks. Quantum 228.
And ground 1.7, velocity 894. Melbourne ground, velocity 894, vacated on high speed Foxtrot.
Melbourne tower number 626, takeoff, good evening,
Velocity 894, good evening, taxi to the bay, flight Foxtrot and Alpha, good night.
Yeah, Foxtrot and Alpha, velocity 894. Time 27. A little bit late. We need to be at the gate at past to be on time. Which probably won't actually happen. No, it's not too far off. Echo 5. So I might go over the other side, Echo 6.
Delta Echo ML 123, taxi to runway 34 via Sierra to the Kilo holding point.
APU is running. And coming up on Echo 6. Right about there. Taxi lights off. Alrighty, just taking a look off the left side, you'll see a little arrow turns green and they'll end up with a little line in front of the arrow. That's where we stop, while maintaining those two green lights up ahead as greens. Okay, can't see the arrow. There's the green line, come to a stop. Brakes are on. No, they're not. Now they're on. KP coming up on bus and on the bleed, and engine shutdown. Go off on the clock. This is 1 hour and 27. Or 1 minute late. Just 1 minute. Which isn't half bad. Cargo doors coming open. And we'll open the seatbelt sign. Okay, stairs are in position, and we're going to open the doors. Two minutes late. Door to door. Strictly. Okay, fuel pumps are coming off. Hydraulics off. Heats are coming off. Your dampener. And let's remove IRS also. AP generator on the power. And we might actually get that on to, what do we call that thing? Ground power as well. So ground connections, we'll check chocks on, ground power connect. And we'll leave the rest of those things off, apart from pillows. This is last flight of day, so we're actually parking the aircraft here for the night. Ground power is available. Connect. Ground power on the power there. 69 amps. and we can depower the APU. Pack's coming off, and APU bleed off. Okay, we'll just wait for the passengers to come off the airplane. Can't be too long there. Strobes are off, logo light coming off. Let's do shutdown checks, fuel pumps are off. All of them. Probe heat can be turned off. Now, hydraulic panel is set. I'll just remove voice now.
Delta Echo Lima 123, contact Melbourne Tower 120.
Cool. Flaps are up, parking brake is set. We can actually remove that now because the chocks are on. Parking brake is off. Engine start levers to cut off. Weather radar is off. IRS is off. Emergency exit lights can be turned off also. There they are. Window heat's off, packs are off, and I'm going to shut down. I believe we don't have anybody else on the aircraft, apart from the cabin crew. So standby power, test it. Test is fine. Those are all good. Move a little bit over. Okay, power can come off. Battery's off. Standby's off. And we can take off the power. Go. Let's get that done. Alright, so this is our flight across from MilkRun Monday, Sydney to Melbourne. Bit of turbulence on the way up in the early stages. We did descend down from flight level 380 down to flight level 320 just to get out of the worst of it. Battery power is now off. Alrighty, so we've got the aircraft at the gate, passengers are deboarded, and we're on the chocks. That's the end of the day for this airplane. Musical Aviator signing off. Have a great time.